Sijara Eubanks and Elise Reed in the bantamweight or the flyweight division. I just don't know. It says bantamweight right here. It does also say 125 pounds. And I do know the bantamweight division is not 125 pounds. It is 135 pounds. But either way, even if it is in the flyweight division or if it's in the bantamweight division, Sijara Eubanks will have an extensive size advantage, whether it comes to the height, whether it comes with the reach, and whether it comes to just the sheer size of Sijara Eubanks compared to Elise Reed. Because we all know Elise Reed was the CFFC strawweight champion, fought inside of Bellator, beat girls like Jasmine Jasudavicius, if I'm saying the name correctly, who's fighting on Dana White's Contender Series in the next couple of weeks. But she's very, very small. In the strawweight division, moving up to the flyweight or bantamweight division, still don't really know. Sijara is going to be a lot bigger, and the reach is going to be a humongous advantage for sure right there. The height, a little advantage there for sure. But the way Sijara is going to win the fight would be in the wrestling and grappling. Elise Reed has some decent power, pretty good elbows, pretty good knees in the clinch as well. She's really, really good in the clinch. Got an elbow knockout win on Hillary Rose. Punches against the cage on Rebecca Briegman right there. Her best way of winning the fight, clinch up and just start throwing haymakers and look for that knockout. If that doesn't happen, I do think Sijara Eubanks is going to close that distance and get the takedown and just dominate the fight on the ground. Because we looked at most of the wins that Sijara Eubanks has got inside of the UFC. Most of them do come with her going out there and taking her opponent down over and over and over again. With Julia Villa right there, she got 3 takedowns with 10 minutes of total control time. Won that fight by unanimous decision. With Sarah Moras, got 2 takedowns and then 4 minutes of control time. Won that fight by unanimous decision. With Roxanne Modafferi, 3 takedowns, won that fight by unanimous decision. You get the gist. She's going out there. More takedowns she gets, the more likely she's going to win the fight. And with that humongous size advantage, it's going to make those takedowns a lot easier for Sijara Eubanks to get right here. So my prediction is ultimately going to be Sijara Eubanks winning this fight by a unanimous decision. She's a lot bigger, a lot lengthier, a little bit taller. So I think the wrestling is going to be so easy for her with that size advantage. So my prediction right here is going to be a Sijara Eubanks grinding, wrestling, a ground-pounding decision right there. But definitely rooting for Elise Reed. She's only 28 and a half years old, undefeated, a strawweight, and she's ballsy enough to move up and fight Sijara Eubanks, who is a much bigger fighter than her, and that takes a lot of guts to do that in your first fight inside the UFC. So that I definitely give the props to Elise Reed right there. But I don't think she's going to win the fight. I do think she has a chance. She has some pretty powerful striking, pretty good in the clinch, and has some pretty good combinations on the feet, but eventually she's going to get taken down and dominated on the ground right there. So this is one in the betting odds, a -250 for Sijara Eubanks, +270 for Elise Reed. I don't know if I'd bet on it. I really don't know. I have Sijara winning the fight, but it's the fight I probably want to pass on because I'm rooting for Elise Reed. I just can't go against Elise Reed when I'm looking at the fight. So it's a fight I probably won't be betting on, but I think Sijara Eubanks should go out there and dominate the fight on the ground for 3 straight rounds. My overall prediction is a 30-27 unanimous decision for Sijara Eubanks in that fight right there. Should be an interesting fight in the women's bantamweight or flyweight division. Still have no idea which division it's going to be, but we'll see right there in the flyweight or bantamweight division right there.